It's hard to believe that there are still treasures waiting to be found. With most of us chasing the American dream, you would think people would be doing whatever was necessary to find the hidden treasures and experience a lifetime of fortune. However, some of these treasures have been playing a game of hide and seek for dozens of years and even centuries and still hasn't been found. So here are 5 hidden treasures that are still missing somewhere around the world. The Pirate Treasure of Oak Island. Oak Island is located off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada, and is rumored to be home to buried pirate treasure. It hasn't been said exactly which pirate this money pit belongs to, but it has been rumored to be by the infamous Captain Kidd. According to legends, in the late 1600s, Captain Kidd and his pirates supposedly buried their loot on an island east of Boston. It wasn't until 1936 that an individual named Gilbert Haddon had made a discovery on Oak Island that linked buried treasure along with pirates. Upon further research with pirate activity in the area, he further made the link with Captain Kidd and Oak Island being a possible area for his buried treasure. Since then, people have been searching for Captain Kidd's infamous money pit ever since. There are a number of theories about what happened to the treasure on Oak Island. Some people believe the pirates who buried it will never be able to find it again, and that still remains hidden on the island. Others believe that the treasure was discovered by someone else after the pirates died and that they took it away. There are also theories that claim the treasure was taken by the government or by a secret society. No one has been able to find any evidence of buried treasure on Oak Island, but that hasn't stopped people from trying. The island has been searched extensively over the years, but no one has been able to locate anything. Some people believe that the treasure is hidden deep underground, while others think that it's hidden in a secret location on the island. The mystery of Oak Island's pirate treasure has captured the imagination of people all over the world. People have been trying to solve this puzzle for centuries, and there is still no clear answer. Whether or not there is actually any treasure buried on Oak Island is still a mystery, and it's definitely an intriguing topic to explore. The Lost City of Z. If you're like me, you love a good adventure story. Something about being transported to another world or time is so captivating, and there's nothing quite like a lost city to add to the allure. So imagine stepping through a hidden door in the middle of the jungle and finding yourself in the middle of an ancient civilization. That feeling you get when you discover something so fascinating that you just can't put it into words. That discovery that is still waiting to be found is called the Lost City of Z. This mystical place has been lost for centuries and is worth a fortune. In 1925, British explorer Percy Fawcett vanished while searching for a fabled city he believed was located in present-day Brazil. Fawcett's team explored the Amazon for years and was convinced that they were getting closer to finding the lost city. However, on the day that they were set to finally arrive, Fawcett and his son disappeared without a trace. Despite numerous expeditions over the years, the city has never been found. Some believe it doesn't exist at all, while others think it may be hidden in the part of the jungle that is inaccessible. The value of the lost city is unknown, but it is estimated to be worth billions of dollars. There are many theories about what happened to Fawcett and his team. Some say they were killed by natives or wild animals, while others believe they may have been lost in the jungle. Whatever happened to them, their disappearances remains one of the greatest mysteries of our time. 1715 Treasure Fleet. In the 1700s, there were 2 Spanish treasure fleets that were sailing back to Spain after departing the Americas with treasure in tow. The 2 fleets consisted of the Nueva Hispana fleet, which was captained by General Don Juan Esteban, and the Tierra Firme fleet, which was captained under Don Antonio. When the Spanish treasure fleet set sail from Havana in 1715, it was carrying a fortune in gold and silver, but a hurricane soon struck, sinking most of the ships and sending the treasures to the bottom of the sea. For centuries, divers have been searching for lost treasure, some of which have been found. But much of it is still missing, and estimates put the value of the remaining prize at around $1 billion. The lost treasure story has fascinated people for generations, and there may have been many theories about where it is hidden. Some believe that much of the treasure is still buried under the sand on the Florida coast, while others believe that it may have been washed ashore on nearby islands. Whoever finds the lost treasure will indeed become rich beyond their wildest dreams. But until then, the search continues for the historic treasure fleet from 1715. The Amber Room. If you're a history fan, or just fancy a good mystery, you'll want to read about the famous Amber Room from the 18th century. This lavish chamber was designed using thousands of pieces of amber and gold leaf, and it was considered one of the most beautiful rooms in the world. Unfortunately, it was eventually lost, but is it possible that the room may still be around somewhere? The Amber Room was a magnificent chamber decorated with amber panels and was gifted to Peter the Great by Frederick I of Prussia in 1716. It was one of the most prized possessions of the Russian Tsars and was also a popular tourist destination for visitors to St. Petersburg. Unfortunately, in 1941, during World War II, the room was dismantled and hidden away by the Nazis. As a result, the whereabouts of the room has never been determined. However, it is speculated to be valued at more than $500 million. There are many theories about what could have happened to the Amber Room. Some say that it was destroyed in an air raid. Others believe it was shipped to Germany and is still hidden in the country. However, no evidence has been found to support these theories. There has been renewed interest in locating the Amber Room in recent years. A team of Russian archaeologists is currently searching for it in the palace near St. Petersburg. Although they have not found it yet, they are confident that it is still there. Captain Kidd's Hidden Catch. Captain William Kidd, as mentioned earlier in the Money Pit, served as the privateer that was responsible for protecting English and American trade routes. His mission was to eliminate pirates from the sea and capture enemies holding valuable cargo. Later, he became a pirate himself and started attacking ships. One of the ships that he attacked was valued at $78,000 to $8,000 at the time. Captain Kidd was captured in 1699 and was later sentenced to death by hanging. Prior to his execution, he had hidden his treasure with plans to use it as a bargaining chip to negotiate his release. Authorities had actually found his hidden treasure on Gardiner's Island off the eastern coast of Long Island, New York. However, Kidd spoke of another larger hoard that he had hidden elsewhere and was willing to reveal the location for his release. His proposition was refused, and that was the end of it. As news of Kidd's capture and death spread, rumors also began to circulate about his treasure. It was said that Kidd had hidden away huge hauls of gold and jewels all along the American coastline, from Massachusetts to New York City. Over the years, many people have tried searching for this treasure. The only piece of treasure ever recovered was in 2015, when divers off the St. Marie Island in Madagascar pulled out an 110-pound solid silver bar. Experts believe this may have been part of Captain Kidd's treasure, and there are many more like it nearby. Some say that his treasure was lost at sea when Kidd's ship sank off the coast of Long Island in 1701. Others believe that it is still hidden away somewhere, waiting to be discovered. Every so often, someone will claim to have found part of Captain Kidd's treasure, but these claims have never been officially verified. The truth is that we may never know what happened to Captain Kidd's treasure if another hidden catch truly exists. But the legend continues to live on centuries after his death, and who knows, maybe one day that treasure will be found after all. Can you believe there are still treasures out there waiting to be found? It's quite amazing given the amount of time that has passed and the dedicated treasure seekers out there that are slowly uncovering the clues to finding these treasures. Here's to hoping that these treasures will soon be discovered so that we can all enjoy their beauty and their enormous monetary value it may contain. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching our late night top 5 video. We're a new channel and would love to have your support by subscribing, liking, or simply dropping a comment down below. To watch more interesting late night videos, click the links to continue watching more.